Guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to use the SolidWorks swept bus and swept cut feature. If you're new here, I'm Wazi. Welcome to CAD Lab. So we'll start with the swept bus, and to make a swept bus in SolidWorks, you need two things. You need a path and you need a profile. So in this case, I'll draw my path on my front plane, select sketch, and I'll just make two lines that have an arc in between them. So I'll draw my arc from here to here, and this will be at some angle. So I'll select these two and just make them tangent so it looks nice, and exit that sketch. So this is my path already defined. I'll select the right plane. You see how it is relative to that sketch. So I'll select my right plane, hit sketch, and right at that top, I'm going to draw a circle just right here, yay big, and exit. So now that we have those two, you can come here to the features menu and select swept bus. So there are two ways of doing this. You can either do it using a sketch profile, which is this profile we made, or you can select the circular profile. So going with the default one, which is sketch profile, the first menu here is for you to select your sketch. I already did that when I clicked there. So once you select your profile, which is this sketch here, my circle, you can move on to the next menu here and select your path. So this is my path, and you kind of see a preview of what the swept bus will look like, and you can hit OK and you have a swept bus. So to further show you how you can make some tweaks in here, I'll go to the feature and edit. And in the case of method 2, which is circular profile, you can just select circular profile, and the difference between those two is this just considers your path and it extrudes or sweeps a circular body all around it. You can't do anything custom like you making a sketch. So, and you see for this, you only have one menu, which is select the path, and it automatically deselects my profile, which is this circle. So I'll go back to sketch profile. I'll select my sketch and I'll show you a few tweaks. So selecting the sketch, we have that preview. And if you come down to options, you can see stuff like profile orientation. This has to do with how your sweep looks at the end or how it orients. So you have two options here, which is follow path. Follow path does this like a tube. And if you select keep normal constant, it keeps the end of the sweep at the same plane with where your sketch started from, which is your original profile. You can also do things like merging tangent surfaces, like this merge function. It deletes these lines, which are the tangent lines you have in between your profile. So if I was to do the follow part, which looks like a tube, and select merge tangent faces, it deletes those tangent corners where you have the lines. So I'll go back to edit. I don't need that in this case, so I'll toggle it off. So I'll come to this, select keep normal constant, hit OK, and if you use that feature, this is the kind of stuff you get. So if it's relevant to your project, go ahead and do that. So next, I'm going to show you how to do a twist along your swept bus. So in here, I already have a path and an hexagon sketched. So I'll come to swept bus, just like we did before. We select our sketch, our profile rather, which is this, and we select our path, and we get this, which looks like or is an Allen key. So if you come down to the options here and you come down to twist and select specify twist value, you can do things as such as twisting the model in three ways. You can twist it using degrees, radians, and revolutions. So if I select degrees and I make a twist of 60 degrees, you would see stuff like this. If I go 360 degree, you would see a preview like this. And let's also explore using revolutions. And in this case, if I say 2 revolutions, you see the way the model twist. So I'll hit OK here, and this is how your model looks. So you can actually twist your swept bus, but this tool is useful only when you have a profile that has edges like this. If you do it for a circular body, well, there's nothing to twist, right? So that's just extra information for you. Next, which is an underrated feature of this tool, is the fact that you can sweep multiple sketches in one path. So here I have like sketch 2 here. I have multiple profiles here. You can see just a whole bunch of sketches, a whole bunch of circles with a circular pattern around it. So if I select swept boss, and in this case I'll drop down and select the entire sketch, sketch 2, and next I'll select my path, and you see you can sweep multiple profiles in one sweep, so you don't always have to make this one sweep, make that sweep. If it's following the same path, you might as well just sweep them all at once. So to further edit this, just make it look even more nicer, and I'll make a twist here by revolution, one revolution, and you see how they all turn like a spaghetti. So hit OK, and this is the kind of stuff you get. If you don't need this, you know what to do: mesh tangent faces. And also, one very important thing is, when creating your profile and your path, you need to make sure that your profile is sketched on a plane that is at either ends of your path. So I'll just show you this. For example, I'll delete this sweep so we can go back to this. And if we look at this front view, you can see I have this sketched on my right plane, on my front plane rather, and I have this sketched on my right plane. So if this line doesn't end exactly at my right plane, I always start from the origin. But if you're working on a bigger model, or you're at some point, or you're offset to some edge and all, and you need to do this, you should then create a plane. For example, if I wanted to sweep from this bottom here, might as well just create a plane using this as a reference, and boom, you're good. But it has to sit exactly there. So next we'll explore making sweep with guide curves. So in this case, I'll make a flower pot or a vase, something that looks that way. So I'll select my top plane and draw an ellipse on it. So select ellipse. I could go from the origin to yay high and yay wide, exit. Then I'll select my front plane and make a straight line, define my path. So I'll go line from the origin, yay tall, and exit. I'll exit that sketch, and I'll also make another sketch there on my front plane to create a guiding curve looking at the front. So I'll select spline here, and for this I'll just start from this end. I could go this way, and this way. Exit, or exit that sketch, and I have that guiding curve, so I'll just draw one on the right plane. So select right plane, hit sketch, and I'll draw a second guiding curve using splines, similar to the first one, just a bit recessed inward. Boom, boom. Skip, exit that sketch, and now I have four things. I have my profile, I have my path, I have guiding curve 1 and guiding curve 2. So if you want to utilize this in SolidWorks, you select swept boss. First, you select your profile, which is the ellipse. Next, you select your path, which is this line. It already shows you a preview. So you come down to guide curves here, and you select curve 1. You see how it expands towards that curve, asymmetrical, or symmetrical rather, and curve 2, and you have this. So it butts up with the curve you've defined, and you can just click on OK. Yeah, and you have that. So to complete the vase I talked about, you can use a feature like shell. So under features, I'll just select shell, do this quickly, select this surface, maybe 1/8 of an inch, show preview, boom, boom, and you have a vase. Nice, right? Now to end this, we'll go over swept cut, and I'll just make a quick example here. I already have this cuboid modeled in here. I'll select this face and hit sketch, and I'll make a circle just right at this edge, so we don't have to section. That size is okay. I'll exit that sketch, and here I'll select this face, hit sketch, and I'll draw a spline path. So this is the center of my circle. I could draw a spline that goes this way, this way, this way, this way, and comes out this way. Exit. So what I want to do is I want to sweep this sketch all the way through this part. So I'll come to swept cut, different feature but the same process. Here you select your profile, which is this circle, and here you select your path, which is this spline. You see a preview, boom, boom, and now you have that swept cut. So each and everything we explored using the swept boards, stuffs like your guided curves, using profile orientations and goodness, tangent surfaces as well. You can also do that in the swept cut. So feel free to explore the feature. It's straightforward. It's the same process, and I'll see you in the next.